Yo, y'all know what it is, man. I'm coming at you with a good Friday spirit. Hope everybody is well. I hope you guys have a great weekend coming up this weekend, man. Thank you for tuning into the Kicking It with King podcast, part of the Swoop Boy Network. This podcast is also brought to you by the West Coast Swoop Nation. Please go ahead and donate for a good cause for as we have Aaron and Rob. You guys can find them on West Coast Birds. I'm sorry, I think it's West Coast Eagles. I'll put the link somewhere in there. But I'm gonna share the link. It's run by Aaron, it's run by Robert. Those two guys are, taking it from the West Coast to the East Coast, and they're gonna go do the autism for a good cause for the Autism Challenge, Eagles Autism Challenge, running a 5K or walking. I'm not sure what they're doing. So shout out to those guys, man. Thank you for tuning in with me, though, on this Good Friday. Hope everybody is well. Man, let's go ahead and dive into it. So, it's, it's not playoff time, but the four teams that are going to be playing tonight they're going in for, the eighth spot. You know what I'm saying? So so let's
I love it.
Hey, if you love it, I love it, right? As we go into this playing mode, I'm gonna let you know right now. I remember I think it was like a few years back or so. It was I think it was LeBron that said it, that he didn't like it. As a fan, as a competitor, ex-athlete, I love it. I love playoff basketball, number one. Number two, it just brings a fun back into the sport. So let's be honest. You know what I mean? So let's be honest. Let's be honest. What's good? Yo, what up? Well, what's good? Spooky Official. What's good, my guy? I hope everything is well, man. I'm talking a little bit of Sixers today. Stay tuned tonight. We got some little pop culture stuff going on tonight with the Swoop Boys. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into that Western Conference. Let's get into that matchup first. So first, we got the Timberwolves taking on the OKC. This is going to be very interesting. A while back, I think it was last week or sometime this past week, I'm not sure. Don't quote, don't shoot the messenger. We had a fight on the bench with the Timberwolves, involving Rudy Gobert. And I just want to see how the chemistry is going to be with Rudy Gobert coming back into the lineup. Let's see. Spooky said, "Oh, OKC wins." All right. Hey, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But let's get to the facts with this though. Tell me who's going to be who's the player to watch in this matchup though. Let me know who's the player to match up on this one. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you kicking it with King, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So this matchup, like I said, this matchup is really, 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 really going to be interesting. It's going to be juicy. You got Shah S. I think he goes by SAG. You know what I'm saying? I think so. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Let's share my screen real quick. Man, I can't find them. They're on the Western Conference. Why can't I find them? There they go. So let's get into this matchup, man. This is going to be an exciting matchup. Okay. My thing is taking forever. I apologize. There we go. It was taking a while, so I apologize. So let's go into this. Let's go into the depth of this team, the OKC team. Good Lord, my thing is taking forever. Sorry about that. So we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming at point guard. He's a star. He's made the All-Star this past year, right? But this is a guy right here that understands his assignment. I mean, he can get in his bag. He can do all kinds of stuff. So this is a guy that understands it. Josh Giddey, I like Josh Giddey. 6'8", He's a point guard, but he's running the two guard position. Very, very crafty with getting to the rim whenever he can, and he can pass the rock. Like I said, he is a point guard. Then you got I think Lagurance Dort, straight out of the Pac-12 basketball program from ASU. He's 6'4", but plays like he's 6'7". Very great defender. Can go one-on-one and guard, and he can on a defense, and he can be a matchup nightmare. Then at power forward, you have Jalen Williams. This kid can ball. This kid is 6'5", 6'6". He's an undersized forward, but this kid plays like he's 6'9", plays above the rim. He can bounce on you. Got some bounce on him as well. Then you got Jalen Williams. He's more of a forward. He's not a center, but we know how basketball matchups are now. Basketball matchups are all about, I'm gonna put my best five to create mismatches, and then you're gonna go against my five, right? So it's all about creating mismatches. With Jalen Williams, man, this guy can put the ball on the floor. He can, they can spread the floor. They can get into it. Then off the bench, you got Isaiah Joe. I still feel like the Sixers really fumbled that bag on that one. This is a guy that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So they got a little squad. You know what I mean? They got Dario Saric. It's like they took the young Bulls from the Sixers, huh? Let's think about it. They took the young Bulls from the Sixers. This is one of those things where I feel like, and I agree with you, Lil Smirky. I agree with you, bro. The OKC wins. Yes, Dorks. Okay. All right, you know what's up. Yes, sir. I feel like he's gonna be the best matchup when it comes to guarding the best offensive player on the other squad. He's very good at that. Like I said, on ball strength, he's got it. But let's not sleep on Minnesota as well. So let's go into their roster as well. Let's go. Good Lord, I'm like way off. And even though they're like northwest, I'm still way off. I apologize. Let's go into the depth. I mean, Minnesota is pretty deep, but they do have a lot of injuries. So I mean, you guys already see it right there. They got Jaden McDaniels. He's out. He broke his hand punching a wall. Whose man is that? I don't know what's up with that. And then let's go into the starting lineup. And this is where I feel where it comes into. They have a little bit of experience on this side, but I'm gonna go with the team with the youth. You got Mike Conley, 34 years old, seasoned vet, shoots the three very, very well, and a great leader and a great point guard. I mean, it's crazy to say that he played with Greg Oden years and years ago with that Ohio State team. Then you got Anthony Edwards. He didn't show up against the Lakers. He had a little bit of a drought. I expect him to play a little bit better tonight's game. And then you got coming off, and then you got the guys that stepping up off the bench. And Kyle Anderson, the one that had the had the little incident with Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson is actually a great player. He's also a vet. He's been bouncing around the league. From San Antonio. He started with San Antonio to Memphis, and now he's with the Timberwolves. 6'9", can play point to power forward. He's more like your power forward guard, and he can handle the ball. Very, very good. But you got Karl Anthony Towns at power forward. We already know Towns can get buckets, man. I feel like a lot of people don't really give him the respect that he deserves, but he can get buckets. And you got Rudy Gobert, where he's a shot blocker. He's going to protect the rim, and very, very. I mean, he got some soft hands. The only thing I wish he would do is work on a little bit more on his post moves. But a very solid defender. And then off their bench, you also you got Prince. Prince is a great guy. Straight out of Baylor. Can play the 3 and the 4, 4 spots. Very, very good. Solid basketball player off the bench. And Alex, it's funny though, because Austin Rivers, he doesn't even play. He's actually went to the bench. It's actually Alexander Walker. He's actually coming off the bench and providing points off the bench, including I believe it's Jordan McLaughlin, another guard that's providing backup minutes behind Conley with Jalen Noel coming off as a shooting guard as well. This is what I would have to say about Minnesota. Minnesota is a good team that can get after you. And I know this is one of those things where people are like, hey, we don't know. But Minnesota is a good team. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people sleep on them, man. I feel like a lot of people sleep on them. So let's see. Let's get to the comments. He'll guard Ant-Man. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, he's gonna guard Ant-Man. I just hope. What I'm hoping is Ant-Man can step up. There's times where you seem like NBA just as much as I do. So it just seems like sometimes that he just gets lost in the sauce. He shoots a lot of threes where he's a big body guard. He's 6'4", I think probably like 220, 230, and probably on a good day. He attack the rim, get to the rim, get to the foul stripe. You know what I'm saying? We have his brother Jay. Yes, sir. Those Sixers. And so my players, let's see. My players that to watch out for the matchup on this one, I'm gonna go Karl Anthony Towns, and then like I said, SGA. I'm gonna go after those guys. That's just on the strength of those guys can get buckets, and then guys can get buckets for anytime, any place, anywhere. Doesn't matter. Those guys will get in their bag and go ahead and get those for you. Let's see the betting line for these guys. I did set up a bet with shout out to FanDuel. So they actually got hold on, let me get the comment out the way. They actually got OKC at 5.5. And then they had Minnesota's 5.5 at favors. 220 and 228 under. I personally, I would probably. Let's see. Let me go to mine. Let me show you what I did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and give me a sponsorship too. I'll play. Takes time. So I did the 228 under. I took OKC with the money line. Karl Anthony Towns to score 25 points. Karl Anthony Towns to get 8 rebounds, and SGA to make 2 threes with Jalen Williams to score at least 10 points. So I got OKC, man. Y'all let me know who y'all got in that one. Y'all let me know who y'all got on that one. But yeah, that's my matchup right there. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about this, this whole play-in playoff style and what's going on. Let's get to it. So we'll get to this matchup. Y'all know what it is. We've already been talking about it. 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is probably 6:30 my time. Y'all see it, man. Timberwolves won the series 3-1. The loser is eliminated from the playoff tournament. The winner advances to face off the Denver Nuggets, as the Denver Nuggets are the first seed, and then also whoever wins this one will be the 8th seed going into the playoffs. We already talked about that. That's a little bit about the brief history on that one. So yeah, man, y'all let me know who you're going with on that one. This is gonna be a fun matchup, in my opinion. I feel like this is gonna be one of those ones where it's gonna be fused with a whole bunch of young bulls with talent on both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see a lot of good players tonight. Please tune in for that playoff, man. Yes, sir. You got OKC? Okay. All right, what's up, Poppy? Shout out to my brother, man, Poppy. He said he got OKC. So you little Spoon Gray official picked OKC. So we all got OKC. I think I don't know if you see the money line. I don't know if you're betting and putting money on this one, but man, check out that FanDuel, man. Check that out. So on the next one, man, we got another one. Got another banger. We got the Miami Heat versus the Chicago Bulls. I can't stand the Heat. I'm a Sixer fan. You know what I'm saying? So I can't stand the Heat, man. Not a big Heat fan. Can't stand them. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. We gonna we gonna play devil's advocate. We just gonna stay even kill on this one. Man, Poppy said, I wish I had FanDuel in Vegas. Well, you could just wake up and go to the casino, so it must be nice. Yeah, you just go to the strip, have a little Vegas hand grenade, aka what's that? Fat Tuesdays. Maybe just a cup, just like half of it, because when you're over 30, you can get it. You get that headache, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate the Heat. Their fake tough mentality is BS. The Heat way like they fake tough team ever. Most definitely. I will say this, man. They built something there. You know what I mean? Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is the one that actually he puts on that little fake persona on the most for me. Follow Kyle Lowry. I was hoping that Kyle Lowry would come to the Philadelphia 76ers. I want him to come home. He's a Philly cat. I want him to come home, man. I want him to come home. So let's get into it, though. Let's get into this one. All right. Go ahead and share my screen. Let's get into this matchup right here. All right. So let's get off the Minnesota Timberwolves, that little matchup right here. Then we're going to get into the Heat, and then we'll get into the Bulls. Let's get into that depth chart. Bear with me. Tabs are not showing up fast enough for me. Let's see. So you guys know the Heat are 44-38. They have struggled the last month. They had to go a different direction with Kyle Lowry. He had a lot of hamstring issues, so they went with Gabe Vincent as the point guard. Gabe Vincent is actually a good player. He's also hurt as well. So we'll see if that plays a major factor in how the Heat will, bring Victor Oladipo off the benches playing another point guard, or you move Tyler Hero to the point guard position. As you see Tyler Hero right there, this guy right here, he can shoot lights out. He's even in rap videos and stuff like that. Doing the fade with the braids in the summers. Then you got Max Strux. He's this guy right here. I mean, he outplayed Duncan Robinson, and they paid Duncan Robinson almost $80 million. Man, are they shooting themselves about that contract? Then at power forward, you got Jimmy Butler. Like I said, man, NBA now is much. No, there's really no positions. You have a big that's going to get your rebounds, and then everybody's going to spread the floor. Let's get it how we get it, right? Then I think is a star of their team. Sorry, no disrespect to Jimmy Butler. It's Bam Adebayo. I can't never say his last name. Adebayo. So I wanted to say that right. Bam is, a guy who can put the ball on the floor, can get after it. A little undersized at the center position, but he plays great for them. Off their bench, it looks like it's going to be Kyle Lowry. He saved them. Oh, well, he didn't really save them, but he kept them in the game when they lost to, I think it was the Bulls they lost to. No, not the Bulls. They lost the last game. I'm trying to remember who they. Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm drawing blanks. He kept him in that game. I already talked about Victor Oladipo. He's gonna see some major minutes in a playoff push. Then you got Caleb Martin at University of Nevada. Shout out to the my wife and my sister-in-law went there. Shout out to, I forget their names. Nevada. What is their my goodness, I can't think of the names of their mascot. Is he there, right? Then you get off the bench, you got the most experienced Kevin Love, won a championship with the Heat. I mean, not the Cavaliers. Backing him up is Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller is actually a good pickup. I wish the Sixers would have picked him up instead of picking up the I can't remember his name right now. The center from the Heat. I wish they would have picked him up because Cody Zeller is he's a scrappy player. He fits that that little mold that they need at that time. All right, so let's go into the next team, man. Let's go. We have the Chicago Bulls, straight out of Shot Town. Record is 40-42. Would you? And I want to get. I want to. You know what? I'm gonna ask this question when I get back on when I'm on the screen because I want to hear this. I want to hear the comments and I want to hear the people in the comments. Something funny. So we got at point guard. We got Pat Bev, the people's champ, crying that he beat the Clippers when he played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then we got shooting guard Alex Caruso. Good pickup. He can play. Got instant offense. He can get you buckets. And you got Zach Levine. Levine. I'm not sure how you say his name. I don't want to correct it. No disrespect. This is a walking bucket here, straight out of UCLA a couple years ago. He's been trying to figure out who he is. He's more to me a point guard, shooting guard. I get you buckets. Then you got the man, the myth, the legend. You got DeMar DeRozan, the mid-range champion. He's the mid-range god in my opinion. And then you got at center Nikola Vucevic. Very good center. This guy, he has all-around game. I wish the Sixers would have never got rid of him, but it's here or there, right? Then their bench is a little weird. It's either hit or miss at Ayo Dumozo. I'm not sure. I can't say his last name. He's a point guard. He's a big point guard, 6'6", 6'5". He spreads the ball, makes the correct choices. They're missing Lonzo Ball. I wish Lonzo Ball, wish Young Bull would get some, get that ankle under control and get back healthy. He's such a good talent. Then you got Kobe White, straight out of North Carolina. Very, 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 very good guard, can score. It's funny because Kobe he was a really good point guard back in North Carolina days. He came to Chicago, became a 2-guard, and he gets buckets off the bench. Then you got Patrick Williams. He's a little bit of a disappointment for Chicago Bulls. He was supposed to be the starting power forward, but he's more of a small forward. Then you got Derek Jones, athletic, long, standing at 6'6", can play the 3 to the center position, and can run the court. And then last but not least, you got former 76er Andre Drummond, veteran. He's real good for your locker room, understands his assignments, right? All right, man. So let me get to the comments. Poppy, I hate the Heat. We already went to that one. NBA likes to say there's no positions anymore, but look at the 80s. Top of the teams, they were all a true big man starting on their rosters. Most definitely. In the 80s, you had, you had a front court in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only person that I knew that was like undersized and was like the front court and that was like really polished and real good was Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was like a 6'5", 6'4" power forward that shot threes, played defense, understood, and was the king of rebounding. Not 80s. Oh, 80%. I'm sorry. We're talking about positionless, right? So, but yeah, man, the big men now, it's all about the stretch forward, the stretch 5. It's all about that. It's all about creating space. That's what it's all about. Let's be honest. That's what it's all about. So my star players of this game, and I'm going to get to your questions. I want to get everybody's questions on this. DeMar DeRozan is a star. I feel like DeMar is going to be that guy. I think DeMar, he has to have he needs to drop at least 27 to 30 points tonight to be able to win. And then Bam is the other star. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Jimmy. I feel like Jimmy is just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Jimmy is just tired. I don't know what it is, bro. He's just, that game against Atlanta, he was just getting to the cup and was just missing layups. He shot a lot, I don't know, man. I don't know. So y'all tell me who y'all got in this Bulls versus the Heat contest. Y'all let me know. One thing I do want to ask after that, though. How do y'all feel about Pat Bev? Because I feel like ever since he got traded he got cut, right? He got traded and then was cut. And then he signs with the Bulls, his hometown team. Shout out to Chicago. He's from, I think I'm not, he's from the hood, you know what I'm saying? He wear black Air Force Ones. Let's be honest. My man wear black Air Force Ones. So do you feel that the Bulls, the attitude, the chemistry, everything changed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, and you know what's funny about Pat Bev? I have much respect for him. He is annoying, but he be getting like 30, 40, 20 points dropped on him. And sometimes his words don't back up his play. So y'all, y'all tell me. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. So let's get into the numbers of that one as well, man. So with the Bulls, it looks like the Heat are the favorites at 5.5. Money line 215. Under 209. So this is what I did. I picked the Bulls. I did money line, and I said over 209. Shout out, like I said, shout out to FanDuel. Go ahead and give me that sponsorship. I did DeMar 20 points, Zach LaVine to make 2 threes, Bam to have at least 8 rebounds. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know in the comment sections like how y'all feel about that. Y'all let me know. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into what we really in for. You know what I mean? The third, I'm gonna say, yeah, top three team in the East. I think the 76ers. I think the 76ers, I mean, let's not overlook them though, please. Let me see. What do you say? What do you say? I like the Bulls in this one. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Poppy, man. I hope y'all seen his episode yesterday. Hump Day Brews. That was straight funny. We got some more content tonight, too, man. Got some pop culture stuff. So shout out, man. And thank you for supporting the Swoop Boys, man. Appreciate y'all so much. But let's talk about the Sixers. Let's talk about this matchup. Man. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The 76ers better not overlook the Nets. When I mean overlook them, I mean like we look into the second round and we looking around and we don't want to get caught with our pants down on our ankles. Yo, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to get into this matchup as well. I definitely want to look into this, man. I mean, Brooklyn, they tore it down and they got guys that can get buckets. Let's be honest. They got guys that can get buckets. You know what I mean? They got let's see. I mean, no pun intended. Ben Simmons isn't playing, which is great, right? Because he didn't play for us. So, they had the names of Kevin Durant traded into Phoenix. Kyrie Irving traded him to Dallas. And then here comes Mikal Bridges. My man is for the 27 games that he has played, he's averaging 34 minutes per game. Points, he's averaging 26. You know what I mean? Cameron Johnson, my man is balling. I think he's balling. He's averaging almost 17 points a game. Then they have Spencer Dinwiddie, which is a good combo guard. Can get you buckets anytime. Really good vet, understands basketball and feels the beat of basketball. Then at center, they got Nick Claxton. Get you about 10, 12 points. Rebounder, defends the rim. Then off their bench is pretty good. They got Cam Thomas, not TJ Warren. TJ Warren plays for the Sixers, plays for the Suns now. They got Royce O'Neal, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Dorian Finney-Smith. We can't take this lightly. We cannot take the Nets lightly. We just can't. We cannot take them lightly, man. We got to understand, give the ball to Embiid, everybody spread out, and let's go. Also, I definitely want to see some youth get in the game. I want to see, I'm hoping Doc, please listen. You listened to the last podcast, Kicking It with King. You listened to it, and you played You played during the game. You played Springer. You played B-ball Paul. I mean, B-ball Paul's been playing, but let's be honest, man. B-ball Paul doesn't get enough minutes and get enough experience. So I definitely want to see that. Sam Cassell looks like he's going to be gone because I don't think Doc's going anywhere. It looks like Sam Cassell's going to go to the Rockets. Man, that hurts. That hurts. I hope they fire Doc. Hope they fire Doc. I really want Sam Cassell as the head coach. That's just me. But yeah, man, I'm about 30 minutes into this. I beat my time, man, and I just wanted to, put out some good vibes. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Show us mad love. Thank you for showing up for your boy. And also, we got some comments. Oh, my bad. Poppy said, B-ball Paul could be a 6-man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's why you're my boy, man. That's why you're my man. That's why my man 50 grand. But you know what we're talking about, though. We're talking about
playoffs. Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
But we're going to win that game. We're going to win that game, man. So I definitely want to say this, man. The Sixers, though, please don't overlook the Nets. Brooklyn, please don't look over Brooklyn. Please, please, please. Know your assignment. Play Sixer basketball. Move the ball. And I don't know what's going on with Maxey, but I need Maxey to step up. I need everybody to step up. Everybody on that bench. And let's move the ball. And the defense has to get better. And we need stop with the second chance buckets. You know what I mean? When the ball's in the air, it hits that iron. Get the ball. Let's go. Like I said, it's playoff time. We like it. You love it.
I love it.
Let's go. Y'all know what it is, man. Thank you for tuning in with Kicking It with the King, the podcast. And we're going to be coming at you, man. I'm going to be doing Sixers content. Probably going to be doing Saturday, probably doing, a live type joint. Hopefully I have some of the Swoop Boys help me out with that. Just depends on how much time. We'll probably just do the first half and then kick it and then, have some, chill out, man, because that's what it's about. On your weekends, please, hug your loved ones and say what's up and stay relaxed and calm. Life is too short. Enjoy it. But we out. Stay blessed. Yeah.